Dear students, let us begin with Module 1 and topic under discussion is fundamental aspects of electrical machine design. And in this topic, I am going to discuss about what are major considerations to evolve good design, then design factors, then basic structure of an electromagnetic rotating machines, and what are different circuits which are involved for design of electrical machines. Okay, now first let us discuss definition of design, then what is engineering design, then factors to be considered or major considerations to evolve good design. Okay, design may be defined as a creative physical realization of theoretical concept. What does it mean? Whenever any system is to be designed, first designer will develop mathematical model, and while developing mathematical model he will follow all set of rules and regulations governing that particular design. Okay, and once that mathematical model is developed, next step is converting that theoretical concept into physical model, converting mathematical model into physical model. Hence design is defined as creative physical realization of theoretical concept. Then what is engineering? What engineering is involved in the design of electrical machines? Okay, engineering is the economical application of scientific principles to practical design problems. Engineering is it is economical application of scientific principles to practical design problems. Hence engineering design is application to perform specified task, as engineering is application of scientific principles to obtain machine with optimum economy and efficiency which can perform specified tasks. Hence it is engineering design. Okay, then what are major considerations to evolve good design? Major considerations to evolve good design are: 1, cost, durability, compliance with performance criteria as laid down in specifications. See, this term specification refers to specification of both standard specifications as well as consumer specifications. Okay, and along with these three parameters, durability also plays very important role. Durability also can be taken as consideration while evaluating good design. Okay, see here, see, as engineering is economical application of scientific principles to practical design problems. See, if designer omits items like cost and durability from the design problem, then whatever results obtained have no engineering value. Okay, the problem of design and manufacture of electrical machinery is to build a system as economically as possible, a machine which fulfills a certain set of specifications and guarantees. Hence, while designing machine, these factors are taken as major consideration to have successful design. Okay, thus design can be subordinated to the question of economic manufacture also. Okay, and in most of the situations it becomes difficult to design a machine which meets all the performance indices and also satisfies the cost and durability criteria, because these requirements are usually conflicting, and it is impossible to design a machine which is cheap and also durable at the same time. This is because a machine which is to have a long lifespan must use high quality materials and advanced manufacturing techniques. Definitely, this makes overall cost of machine more, or machine becomes costly. The performance indices have to be met for certain case. However, there must be compromise between Cost and durability. There must be compromise between these two factors, cost and durability. A good design is one where machine has a reasonable operating life, say 20 to 30 years, and has low initial cost. Okay, and this is particularly true for machines, especially induction motors, which are designed for general purpose applications. Right? Workforce or workhorse for the industry is induction motor, and induction motors find wide application in industry. Okay, and induction motors are design of induction motor comes in variety of design because it is used for so many applications. Hence the induction motor which is designed for general purpose applications, in that case designer can focus on low cost. Okay, and if designer focus on low cost, then whatever material used to manufacture that machine, okay, based on cost of material, when final cost is decided, that particular general purpose machine must give longer life as well as low cost. Okay, this can be good design. Okay, but for large synchronous machines and transformers which are used in power system, they must be designed with reliability and durability in operation as the major considerations, and with less emphasis on initial cost. In case of design of induction motor which are designed for general purpose applications, cost may be the major factor. Okay, but for large capacity synchronous generators which are used in power stations or transformers which are used in substations and receiving stations, okay, in those machines, cost is not the major parameter. Reliability and durability of reliability and durability of machine is very important. Hence designer can compromise with cost to have highly reliable and highly durable synchronous generator as well as transformers. Okay, now let us look into design factors. Okay, mechanical force required for movement in rotating electrical machines are produced by two effects. One is electrostatic, another is electromagnetic. Okay, and in case of electrostatic machines, the energy density is limited by dielectric strength of medium used, because uh, if machine is to be designed for very high voltage, then limitation of choice of dielectric comes into picture. Hence energy density is limited by dielectric strength of medium used in case of electrostatic machine. Then what happens to electromagnetic machine? To avoid magnetic saturation, whatever maximum value of flux density used in ferromagnetic materials or machines designed with ferromagnetic materials required to complete the circuit, magnetic circuit, they should not operate beyond 1.6 Weber per meter square. Okay, this may be limiting factor in case of electromagnetic machines. Okay, dielectric strength of medium acts as limiting factor for electrostatic machines. So if you take example of air, if air is used as dielectric medium, the maximum value of electric intensity that can be used is 3 megavolt per meter. That is nothing but 3 kilovolt per centimeter. See, which corresponds to an energy density of about 40 joules per cubic meter. And in case of electromagnetic machines, magnetic effect is used for production of force, and there is no comparable restriction in magnetic fields. However, the maximum value of flux density that can be used is 1.6 Weber per meter square, because beyond this value, definitely magnetic saturation sets in ferromagnetic materials required to complete the magnetic circuit. Okay, it limits the energy density in air gap to about 1 megajoules per cubic meter, and this energy density is approximately 25,000 as much for electric fields. In electrostatic field, it is hardly 40 joules per cubic meter. Whereas in case of electromagnetic machine, energy density is 1 megajoules per cubic meter. For same volume, for electrostatic 40 joules, for electromagnetic 1 megajoules. Hence, whatever machines we use, usually they are of electromagnetic type, not electrostatic type, because energy density is very high in case of electromagnetic type. Discuss the basic structure of an electromagnetic rotating electrical machines. Basically, electromagnetic rotating electrical machine consists of five circuits like magnetic circuit, electric circuit, dielectric circuit, thermal circuit, and mechanical circuit. Okay, so this image shows basic constructional details of rotating machine. Okay, core forms magnetic circuit, winding forms electric circuit. Then the insulation which is used to insulate conductor from core section forms dielectric circuit, and media which is used to dissipate heat from the rotating machine, that forms the thermal circuit, and to support all the cores, windings, and all whatever mechanical structure is there, they forms mechanical circuit or mechanical parts. Okay, we will see function of each and every circuit in case of electrical machines. Now coming to first circuit, that is magnetic circuit. What is use of magnetic circuit? Magnetic circuit, it provides path for the magnetic flux, and it consists of air gap, stator and rotor teeth, and stator and rotor cores. Air gap, stator and rotor teeth, stator and rotor cores. These forms magnetic circuit of electrical machines because path for flux is through these sections. Okay, then coming to electric circuit, it consists of stator and rotor windings. The winding of transformer or a rotating machine conveys electrical energy to or from the working region, and this is concerned with production of EMF and development of magneto-mechanical force. The windings are formed from suitably insulated conductors. So what is function of electric circuit? Function of electric circuit used to have production of EMF and development of MMF in machine, which is required for energy conversion. Then coming to dielectric circuit. The dielectric circuit consists of insulation required to isolate one conductor from another and also the windings from the core. The insulation materials are essentially non-magnetic and may be organic or inorganic, natural or synthetic. Okay, in case of design of any machine, if you see all circuits, most weakest link in the circuit is dielectric circuit, because once dielectric circuit fails, machine fails, and operating life of any electrical machine depends upon life of insulating material, and once life of insulating material gets deteriorated due to high temperature or subjected to high voltage, first dielectric circuit fails and leads to failure of complete machine. Okay, hence design of dielectric circuit is also very complicated. Choice of appropriate type of insulating material in terms of glass thickness is very important, and this is biggest headache on designer. Okay, then coming to thermal circuit. The thermal circuit is concerned with mode and media for dissipation of heat produced inside the machine on account of losses. During energy conversion, we cannot avoid losses. Okay, and different modes for heat dissipation like conduction, convection, and radiation. Okay, from machine part to atmosphere, dissipation of heat can be through any of the mode. It depends upon type of cooling media used. It can be through conduction, convection, and radiation. Hence thermal circuit is also important. Design of thermal circuit is also important to keep temperature rise of machine within limit to have better efficiency as well as durability. Okay, then mechanical parts. The important mechanical parts of machine are its frame, bearings, and shaft. If one of the mechanical parts also fails, that will lead to failure of machine also, right? So in design problem, design has to deal with numerous electric, magnetic, dielectric, thermal, and mechanical quantities which are interrelated in very complex ways. Okay, then while designing any machine, designer has to see adequate space, then consistent with both cost and performance criteria has to be found for these quantities in machine. Okay, and a successful design brings out an economic compromise for space occupied by iron, copper, aluminum, insulation, coolant, which may be